Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to fight terror and mock the nation's noble pin monkeys in XCOM, The Long War. And yes, I'm aware that my stance on pin monkeys is probably a controversial opinion, and yes, I know that it might garner me the ire of bowling aficionados worldwide, but damn it, I'm not relenting on this one. I'm standing by my hatred of the pin monkey. Like, I don't know, Donald Trump, who's based his entire campaign rhetoric on hating things. I mean, that man hates everything, up to and including, well, let's see, minorities, immigrants, women, countries that aren't America, America itself, humans, inanimate objects, the second law of thermodynamics, and his own scalp. The man is full of hatred. I mean, he hates the universe the way the aliens sort of fucking hate Brazil, which, based on the number of terror missions the alien have launched at Brazil during this campaign, is a lot. Like a pure and unrelenting hatred. It's magnificent, and I'm taking a page from the Book of the Aliens and the Book of Trump when it comes to pin monkeys. I'm not having any more of their sort of 10-pin stacking bullshit. I'm tired of them taking away valuable stacking jobs from actual monkeys. Their entire families of capuchin monkeys being reduced to starvation in the mountains of Argentina because humans are taking away their job.
Multiple unidentified targets.
Yeah, it's probably the pin monkeys once again, Bradford. They've decided they've risen up in arms against me, Perfidious Pete, because of my controversial hatred of them. But that's it. I don't care. I'm tired of them starving actual monkeys in Argentina. I'm putting a stop to it with some internet slacktivism. Hashtag fuck the pin monkeys. Hashtag, but not actual monkeys, because they're okay. Hashtag, also don't fuck monkeys, because that's how AIDS started. Hashtag, not really, but you know what, it's hashtag nonsense at this point. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying anymore. I've gone from, like, Donald Trump's campaign rhetoric to sex with actual monkeys. Now, fuck it, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I sound like Donald Trump's speechwriter. Would just say that you hate things. That's just, Donald, go out there and say that you hate things. Oh, yeah, you know, do you actually think Donald Trump has a speechwriter? I mean, if he does, I don't think he does. I'm thinking Trump's just sort of winging it as he goes. He also seems kind of cheap, like he would be the kind of guy who wouldn't pay a speechwriter. But if Trump has a speechwriter, and Annette Duran succeeded at psychic training, I'm going to interrupt my sort of remunerations here, my musings on Donald Trump's speechwriter. They'll talk about hard-coded success. I'm pretty sure Durand is... So it seems like the Furies are coded to never fail. They succeed. They gain psychic powers. That's what they do. They go and get them. Where is our other Bobsy twin, then? Because I want her to also go into the tube. Is she fatigued? No, she is hurt. You know what? I'm going to wait 7 hours. I can talk about Trump's speechwriter for 7 hours while we wait for that tube slot. So back to my speechwriter thing. If he has one, which again I would wager that he probably doesn't, but if he does, the man is one of like 3 things. He's either a complete and total blithering idiot, or 2, an unparalleled genius because he really knows how to energize a base. So yeah, either he's an idiot, a genius, or you know, there is the third possibility, which is that he's actually both an idiot and a genius at the same time. I don't know. I would take the Donald Trump speech writing gig. It seems easy. Who are we giving a speech to today? You know, the aluminum producers of America, Donald. Ah, great. I hate every metal but aluminum. Got it. You'll be like, yep, that's exactly the right thing, Donald. Just go out there and talk about how aluminum is a miracle metal, and that how aluminum is going to be the foundation of America's economy for the next 50 years, and how you're going to ban literally every other metal. That's what you need to do, Trump. Just go out there and tell him. He's like, all right, I got it. Let's do this. Hashtag Trump hates the metals. Hashtag aluminum forever. All right, what was I doing? I've distracted myself with imagining Donald Trump campaigning on his positions about fucking aluminum supplies and aluminum utility. Oh, we were putting a Bobsy twin in a tube. All right, where's she at? Miss Bobsy, you're back on duty. Where the hell are you? There she is. All right, get in a tube. And if nothing else, your success should try and, like, inspire perhaps some of our other troopers to also succeed. I'd really love it if you inspired Marie the Baker Antoinette to get her ass out of the tube, because at this point, I think she's just living in there. I mean, I'm going to start charging her rent. Marie Baker Antoinette, she lives in the tube. Oh my God. The threat of rent was enough to eject her from the tube. Marie Antoinette's like, oh, you can charge me rent? Well, I can't eat all of this cake and won't be able to feed the peasants bread if I... I'm absolutely flabbergasted and beside myself with glee that we have ejected another log from the tube. Atlas King, we can't, like, put you in again, can we? Yeah, okay. Alright, so I was gonna say if we could put him in, we will, but we can't because we haven't mastered the rift yet. We have not yet mind-controlled an ethereal, and if anybody's gonna do that, it's gonna be Atlas King, so. Good Time Girl. Tomoe Gozen or Joseph the Cleaner Lister, neither one would be bad additions. Gozen has huge willpower. Ava Peron's getting on the... It's gotta be Elvis, though, right? Yeah, we gotta do Elvis, then. So, go learn mind control. That's right, mama. The king got legions of fans. How you think the king got them fans, mama? Wasn't because I sat around eating peanut butter and banana sandwiches all day, although I did do that. Oh, Elvis's mind control powers are off the charts. 48 weapon fragments for an engineer. Well, at this point, I think I can probably spare the weapon fragments. I mean, objectively, this is a terrible trade, but I don't care at this point. I don't care. When it comes to resources, people can pretty much ask for anything they want. I'll just be like, hey, take it. Okay, this is interesting. Do we have...
Contact detected.
No firestorm. Alright, if we had a firestorm, I might actually try and shoot that abduction mission down.
Contact detected.
But we do not have a firestorm, so that's not gonna happen. Let's send up Pointer Okoye, because we already got Beady, Buck Rogers, and Old Cowboy Upham here are sort of just waiting on firestorms. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a wait for a ship that never arrives. Because we're never gonna have enough Illyrium to spare to just build firestorms. At this point. It's all going to research projects and other sort of... It's all earmarked for other endeavors. Research projects, facility building, that sort of stuff. Alright, Pointer, come on, man. Alright. Well, there's no way in hell that we're going to actually intercept this. So let's send up Ripper Jackson, because he's gonna get a kill and this will probably explode. We may as well pad the kill on somebody who actually needs it. And if he hits with a missile first and it doesn't critical, there's a non-zero chance that this will generate an actual mission. I need the Illyrium here, Ripper. And, fuck yourself. That's all I gotta say. So, no Illyrium there. Brilliant. Alright, I guess we'll just let this abduction mission land then. It's fine.
We're tracking several reported abductions.
Alright, a heavy abduction mission into Edmonton. Oh, geez, a lot of alien abductions out there today. The aliens out on the streets just snatching folk, taking them back to their ship, eh? I mean, it seems like it'd be fun to ride an alien spaceship, but you don't know when they're coming back, and I got work tomorrow, man. It's just seems really impractical, eh? I think I'm gonna stay inside, just out of an abundance of caution, eh? My Canadian impression, ladies and gentlemen, my Canadian impression. And that's as good as it gets when it comes to the impressions, by the way. Like, that's the best one I do. It'll never get better. Also, my fucking button is gone again. Long War. I really wish you could solve the button problem. If you could solve the button problem, I'd be real happy. Alright, so. Abduction mission. This is gonna be probably the Fountain Plaza map. Roadway with numerous corridors. Our last mission was on roadway with numerous corridors that wasn't the Fountain Plaza map, which means this is almost guaranteed to be the Fountain Plaza. So we should just assume that it will be, and set up accordingly. I'm thinking about taking 2 snipers, although we took 2 snipers on our last mission. We could get Radiohead, or not Radiohead, but old Broadside Custer here. If we can get some experience for him, non-zero chance we could get him. Yeah, you know what? We're not going to do it in 1 level. To hell with it. Let's take... Who do we want to lead the mission then? I mean, I do want 1 sniper, and I want a sniper with double tap, which means Mary Shelley, Van Dorn, or the Deadeye. We could get... Okay, let's do this then. Wait, that's double snipers, though. I don't want to... I'm dithering. Fuck it. I hate myself for doing this, but abduction missions these days are honestly about as easy as our missions get. We're to the point now where abduction missions have sort of become the least stressful thing that the team has to do. If we're gonna, I mean, even a small UFO, okay, probably small UFOs are probably easier. But still, apart from small UFOs, abductions are about as easy as it gets. Let's let old J. Quietus Oppenheimer, who has expanded beyond a 2-to-1 kill-to-mission ratio. I mean, it took him like 1 trillion missions to actually get over the hump. He was below 1-to-1 for like his first 20 missions. He's come on lately. Rocketeers are still worse than engineers, but he is an officer, and we sort of have a commander's choice slot, and I sort of don't even care anymore, so fuck it. Also, if we're gonna get somebody killed on an abduction mission, J. Robert Oppenheimer, he's the guy I want to die. He's the man for that job. If the job is dying, J. Robert Oppenheimer, he's the one I'm gonna throw into a wood chipper. If the only way out, be like, Pete, we're trapped, man. The only way out of this is if one of us has to sacrifice our lives. We've got to go with the Gorman and Aliens kind of things and be like, well, Oppenheimer, you always were an asshole, and then just hand him the grenade so that he can detonate us both. Yeah, that's how that shit's gonna go down. Scope, alloy, bipod, high-capacity mags. Seems, yeah, that's good. That's good enough for the Duke. We could give the Duke a shadow device, but... I mean, he is psychically active. All really that gives him is distortion field. That's really all we're getting out of that. And I'm okay with the fact that all we're getting out of that is a distortion field. It's probably good enough. Loco Irwin, French maid. Do I want to focus on captures on this mission? I mean... There are reasons to try it. Where is... Okay, Marie Antoinette, you're fucking go on this mission. You need psychic EXP. Get your dumb ass out there. I hate you and pretty much everything you stand for. I'm sick of looking at you and your platinum blonde hair. I'm tired of your whole let them eat cake sort of laissez-faire kind of interaction with your servants and subjects. You're not a good ruler. You're also a terrible gunner. You're also horrifically lazy, and I've had enough of your shit. Just take a shadow device, a neural gun link, and some Aegis armor, and get the hell out of my sight. What else do we need? Probably a medic, probably an engineer. Napoleon would be... Yeah, you know, we haven't taken Napoleon on the mission in a good long while. He has a truckload of EXP. Let's grab old Emperor. Marie Antoinette and Napoleon Bonaparte. I mean, both Frenchmen, French women, French men and women. They're both of the French nationality. Seems like they should work reasonably well together. Napoleon, we're just going to give you a shadow device. Really, all I care about Napoleon is the fact that he is psychically active. I don't ever need him to get any additional powers. He's got enough of that. We just need him active. So we got Jesus, Joseph the Cleaner, Lister. I think all of our medics might... Oh no, we just had Bam Margera. Is he available? Or did we just took Bam on a mission, didn't we? We sure did. So all of our medics then are capped. So who has the lowest willpower of all of our medics? Probably Ernest Shackleton, because I think he's taken a critical wound or two. It is in fact Ernest Shackleton. Alright, well he's the least likely to succeed at training, so he's the most likely to go on this mission. Congratulations, Sir Ernie. You have triumphed through ineptitude. It's a valuable life lesson for everyone. Sometimes the weakest link is the link that you pick because you're looking to fail. Motion trackers, medkit, shadow device. Ernie Shack is sorted. That's 3 shadow devices, right? I've got the full complement. I do. Gonna need them on this map. So that leaves us 3 slots. We've got a Rocketeer, a Sniper, a Gunner, an Engineer, a Medic. Alright, so we want a Scout of some variety. I'm thinking about taking Atlas King. I wish I could confirm whether or not there was an ethereal on this mission or not. Since we can't, though, we've got to save Atlas King for confirmed ethereal missions. The Atlas King sort of Jesus combo. I can't remember which one of our medics is Psi Inspiration, but whichever one it does, we need to hold them back to be paired up with Atlas King and Psi Inspiration. So let's go with Ava Don't Cry Perone on this one. Don't Cry, I think we're just going to give you a shotgun. Yeah. And Neuroregulator, I mean, sure, why not? Cognitive Enhancer, you don't really need it. Chameleon Suit, now let's go with the Mind Shield. Let's just go Neuroregulator, Mind Shield, and we could go with Walker Servos for a little extra speed. Alternatively, we just give you an Arc Thrower. Nah, it's going to slow you way down. Motion Tracker, let's just go with the Walker Servos. I actually kind of like this. It gives you a 16 total movement. That's not fantastic, but it's not horrific either. It'll do. So let's get little Ava Perone locked, loaded, and ready to go. And then it's going to be Team Assault Team. Joan of Arc is available. Thurgood the Bench Marshal can't roll solo because Teddy the Bench Roosevelt is out of action. Who else do we have? Catherine, yeah, we're taking Catherine, great, because Sun Tzu can eat all of the dicks. I mean, seriously, all of them. Just, you go everywhere throughout the world. I want you to travel the world across, Sun Tzu. And every time you find a dick, I would like you to eat it. That's your new job, eating all of the dicks. Do I want to try for captures? Do we really need to capture anything? The answer is kind of no. At this point, we sort of don't, simply because we have all the Illyrium we're ever gonna need. Or rather, the Illyrium. We have all the Illyrium we're ever gonna need. Because that's clearly true, Pete. You're not completely bottlenecked by your lack of Illyrium. It's not the one thing keeping this campaign from being over. No, no. What I meant to say, we don't actually really need any alien weapons. The Illyrium problem is actually sort of the reason we don't need them. Even if we had more alien weapons, we couldn't really do anything with them. So you know what? Screw captures. I'm just gonna forego those. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Abe Lincoln. I like taking one good assault and one sort of mediocre assault, but on this, since we're not even gonna think about captures, I don't even think we need to try. And also, the other strong benefit here, we have no royalty on this mission, and Winston Churchill's proclivity for attempted regicide is, oh no, wait, never mind. Marie Antoinette did get guillotined. Well, let's see if he hates French royalty. I mean, we can test it. Let's just see if it's like all noblemen, all sort of highborn that Winston Churchill tries to kill, or if it's just English royals. French royals he may not care about. Let's test the theory. Every time we've sent him out with like a, you know, Elizabeth Tudor or Bloody Mary Stuart, any of, maybe it's just the House of Tudor that he hates. Well, we'll find out. Off we go to Edmonton. The, I don't know, galvanized rubber capital of the world. I have actually no idea what people in Edmonton do. I mean, I'm sure it's just like regular stuff, but it seemed like the kind of place that would manufacture galvanized rubber. This operation will be in Canada. Probably hockey pucks. I mean, that's what, like, stereotypically Canadian. It's the hockey puck capital of the world. Edmonton, Alberta. I really hope that's true. I hope I'm right just by accident. That would be a beautiful thing. Like, Pete doesn't know shit about Canada. Holy crap, he knew the hockey puck thing. Oh, geez, Pete knew all about the hockey pucks, eh? That's real good. It's, ooh, wow, really impressive, man. Really knows his stuff about the province of Alberta. Yeah, get off the plane, people. Let's go. Shoo. Alright, we started in the position that I sort of don't mind. This is actually one of the better potential starting positions. You have pyrokinesis. What was I thinking? Oh, you're the person who took pyrokinesis, and that you're the reason I figured out pyrokinesis is shit. Okay, so you were sort of patient zero. You were the test case for why we don't take pyrokinesis. Alright, so we get a pod of aliens that is standing, like, right here. It's a 5-man pod, could be almost literally anything. So who would we want to go check that out? I mean, we've got options. We also have the Duke. As strange as this may sound, I'm actually going to have John Wayne do this. Okay, enemy in sight. I am okay with this decision. This did not cost us anything to have the Duke go sort of check this out. Those guys are a little further away than I expected. So sure, the Duke is not in the air, but that's not really a problem. Alright, we need to get somebody over there who can whip a grenade into the region. Oh, Napoleon, buddy, how are you short? You have tandem warheads. How are you not fast enough to get over there? You're supposed to be one of my fastest people, Napoleon. What the hell, man? Alright, well, none of that stuff is panicable, which is admittedly a bit of a problem. Heading there now. I can't really put anybody beside that truck as much as I might like to, because the aliens will just explode it. We can't really be using destructible cover at all. It's sort of not safe. Do we shadow device then, is the question. It seems a little early for a shadow device. I mean, it seems kind of premature, but honestly, I think we gotta. So I need... Do we only have one person who has lightning reflexes. The only one in town is Ava Perron. That's not fantastic. Okay, so the cyber disc is on Overwatch over there. John Wayne, I think we're just gonna have you go ahead and take to the... No, we're not gonna have you hunker down. We're gonna have you go ahead and take to the skies. So mostly we just need you to go up. Let's get you, like, up here is fine. I was considering having him use the command, but the instant I decided to hell with it, we're just gonna shadow device anyway. The use of command became... Ooh. Are you gonna be able to do both here? Are you gonna be able to still hit Oppenheimer with the shadow device? We gotta know, because if you can't, somebody else is gonna have to throw it, Perron. You don't even have one, so it's completely irrelevant. Probably it's gonna be Ernest Shackleton that tosses his then, and if we drop it here and he just throws it on his own head, we'll definitely be able to hit both of us. Okay, that's fine. So let's just go ahead and Ava Don't Cry Perron, go ahead and take a shot here. I'd rather take the slam dunk. Little Ava coming up with 4 damage, not the greatest in the world, but it'll do. I think Catherine the Great should really have sort of no trouble finishing off our little drone pals. I'm a little worried about not killing both of these drones, though, because then we've got We do run the risk of getting decloaked by the drones, which would be bad. I don't like getting decloaked by drones. It has very negative consequences for us. 26% is fucking terrible. Shackleton, you're going to be throwing the Shadow D. Or alternatively, we could have Napoleon do it. Might be better off to have Napoleon do it and go ahead and have Ernest Shackleton take a shot here. 51%. Let's make sure Napoleon can cover the team first. Napoleon, you can get everybody like totally. All right, good. You can cover the team. That's fine. So we can afford to take some shots here. Let's have the Baker double move. We can't mind control anything in this pod because they're all robots. You cannot mind control my robot army. That's the hypothetical aliens talking about their advantages. Be like, our robot army is immune to mind control. Alice King cannot thwart our robot army. I'm assuming the aliens live in complete and total abject terror of Atlas King, and I gotta say they're right to do so. So there's Napoleon, ghost mode engaged. Now this drone probably flies up, probably engages close encounters. Oh, nope, never mind. Gonna repair. He's gonna fly around like an asshole. Alright, well that's beautiful for us then. The Cyberdisk is not gonna move forward because... Oh, here it comes. Okay, I was gonna say. It may not move. That's a very aggressive move, Cyberdisk. That's also a very long way to be able to move and then still go on Overwatch as well. I kind of want to be salty about that. Where did the rest of your friends go, by the way? I mean, we know you had other people around. There were Seekers in that pod. We saw them. Alright, well, let's make sure this thing does not have freaking reactive sensors before I shoot at it. It does have damage control. And Death Blossom, which means if I kill it... How many tiles away are we from it? It's in this square. It may blow up the vehicle. We should probably not be standing next to the truck when we detonate it. Churchill, you don't have lightning reflexes, which means Ava Perón has to take friggin' firsties. Fine, let's get her over here in this full cover. Cyberdisk Destroyer gets his reaction shot. We gotta get everybody away from the stupid truck. Then we're gonna have Marie the Baker Antoinette just try and blow it up. We can't miss, so Ava Perón with a nice hit here. 5 damage. Ava not getting as much action out of that shotgun as we might like. The first time we hit this Cyberdisk Destroyer, though, we do want to hit it with we do want to hit it with a rapid fire plasma gun action double heat ammo shot from the Baker. And who else needs to get away from the truck? Well, Marie Antoinette can't move and shoot, so she's gonna stay where she's at. Churchill, I mean, we can bring you over here, and that way if we need like a subsequent follow-up shot on the Cyberdisk, we will have one. Let's have Ernie Shack fall back for the nonce. Alright, Baker, light him up. Double 99s, you'll miss twice. At the rate you've been going, we're scheduled for a double whiff. Nope, in fact, doing crushing damage. 35 damage in 2 shots. That's pretty good. Probably should not have had Ava Perón shoot, in hindsight. There's Seekers around. We have units in the open. As I think about it now, it definitely would have been more beneficial to have... Well, that's just fantastic. Yeah, it's real bad, you're right. It's terrible. So, we're flanked by what appears to be an outsider. We have... Alright, John Wayne may be able to solve this problem. He's got a can't-miss precision shot, and 8 damage is not enough, John. It's not going to get the job done. Napoleon... The shadow device is used. Ernest Shackleton could throw the shadow device. That leaves Napoleon in a not fantastic situation. Napoleon could go with the grenade here, though. Can you hit both of these guys? You can, and you have tandem warheads, so this will produce some reasonable damage. It will guarantee us at least 1 kill from the follow-up with 2. Popping that pod really fucking blows, by the way. That's a very terrible outcome for us. So we'll take the double tap kill. With Marie Antoinette just standing out in the open right there, we're absolutely going to have to shadow device here. And we're going to try and cover as many of our troopers that are flanked as we can. And J. Robert Oppenheimer goes into the wood chipper. I said if I had to leave somebody out there to go into the wood chipper, J. Robert was my pick. And this is wood chipper territory right here. This outsider can easily come up here and flank J. Robert and pump one right into the side of his head. And if that's the way the AI wants to play it, I'm good with that. Winston Churchill's gonna decloak himself stupidly. He did kill the Seeker. Again, what about the wood chipper, man? You should have just let him kill it. Honestly, there were no drawbacks to that. If you had not done that, J. Robert Oppenheimer couldn't even have been shot by the Outsider because he'd have taken 1 damage from a strangle. You did the wrong thing in 100% of cases. That was the suboptimal result in every possible outcome. Now J. Robert Oppenheimer is going to get flank shotted. He may also just get regular shotted. Yeah, I'm going to suppress Napoleon. That's fine. This guy will probably... He's going to move to full cover and take a shot at J. Robert Oppenheimer. Nope. Okay, so way more suppression than I would have expected, but then again, we do have this piece of shit, so somebody's getting shot. J. Robert. Shooting at Ernest Shackleton, who miraculously avoids damage. Alright, well, we're in a bit of a sticky pickle here. No fooling about it. Yeah, car, forgot, explosion. Death Blossom. Okay, yeah, it's fine. It's J. Robert Oppenheimer, so I don't really care. Who still has a shadow device? We gotta know. Marie Antoinette has a shadow. The person I need to take shots is the person who has a shadow device. Fantastic. I don't suppose we could mind control that, really. 0% chance. Alright, well, we have no chance at mind controlling anything we can see. That sort of sucks. Actually, this whole situation sort of sucks. Napoleon is not going to be able to throw a grenade very far. Who's on Overwatch here? Really no. Ava Perone could throw... She could try and panic the Mechanoid. What's your chance like? Let's check this out. She's going to have the best chance. 76% is respectable. So do we try and panic our way free then? Is that the right play? I think it's kind of the only play. So let's do that. We're going to try and panic our way out of this. 76% on the Mechtoid. That is a Mechtoid, right? Yeah, because the Outsiders have ridiculous chances. Alright, let's do this. Don't let me down, Ava. I need this one. Beautiful. If that guy's dealt with then for the foreseeable future. Now we gotta figure out who's suppressing who here. So the suppression is a problem coming from that unit. Marie Antoinette is not currently in jeopardy. We can get her to cover and... Actually, we don't even really need her in cover. Alright, let's go for the shadow device. Now is the time. This is the place. She's going to drop her last device. Catherine the Great, I think we just run up here, have her take a free poke at our friendly neighborhood outsider here. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, well, at this point, I should have just expected it. I mean, that's going to happen. So we're definitely using a shadow device here. So we'll throw some at this outsider. He gets wrecked. He's no longer suppressing, and we're going to fall back into the cover of a shadow device. Let's just get the hell out of dodge. Marie Antoinette can do something. I mean, I think we should just wait and try and have her mind control a muton, maybe. Churchill can't really bring a whole lot to the table. I mean, he can go take what would be, frankly, a terrible shot. He can also go shoot the Mechtoid. Let's go see what he can shoot at. None of these guys are on Overwatch yet, so we've got that going. What's your hit percentage? It's not going to trigger hit and run, though. We can't take a shot that doesn't trigger hit and run, so why don't you just go put one point blank into Panic Joe's head here. 6 damage on a critical is fine. I'm more concerned about the shred and being able to get our asses back to the cover of the shadow device. Who else is going to be able to contribute something here? Bonaparte can't throw a grenade far enough while suppressed. Shackleton.
On my way.
I mean, I suppose we bring you over here. And you've got shots, so we should... 26%. That's fantastic. Let's go have an Ernie Shack shoot at the Mechtoid. If we could put some damage on the Mechtoid, it is... I mean, it is somewhat useful. Napoleon, you got fuck all while suppressed. Oppenheimer's already behind a car that has exploded, so there's that. If we were going to give somebody a second action from J. Robert Oppenheimer, I'm not sure who we would choose that to be. Alternatively, we could fire a big old shredder rocket. You know what? Let's just do that. Can we get this, like, over here to where we're going to hit some of these guys? What if we shoot up a little? That seems reasonable. We'll aim a little high. Please don't kill your own team, J. Robert. Please. Good enough. Thank you. I appreciate you refusing to murder your teammates for once. I think we may just have Napoleon hunker. We can definitely get a kill here, so we're gonna have the Duke go ahead and pop that outsider. That's one less foe to worry about. It's done. The Mechtoid, of course, panics, so he ain't doing shit. And I think we're just gonna hunker down. Well, yeah, let's just hunker. We'll have Napoleon hunker. Simply because I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to cover him with the shadow. Yeah, we actually can't include him in the shadow device. So Napoleon's gonna be taking a whole lot of hate here. Rest of the team goes cloak mode. And next turn we're gonna have to come up with something. We're gonna have to figure out what to do. That guy is a pretty significant problem. The suppression is nice, because that unit probably has a 140 base aim. It would be very difficult. Had he shot at us, he most likely would have hit. So the suppression is very good. It does limit our grenade throwing ability, which is very negative, but these guys are positioning themselves to be obliterated by a rocket. I would rather throw a grenade in there, because a grenade would be more beneficial. But they are clustering up real nice. Yeah, we're going to be able to... Assuming we can hit something with a rocket, we're going to be able to do some pretty good damage with it. Right, so this outsider is sort of the wild card in this situation. He's the Joker. We got Joker. Private Joker taking a shot at the Duke with his distortion field and flying bonus. That's a pretty tough shot to connect. Alright, so we gotta make, we really gotta make some magic happen here. Alright, Oppenheimer. Now's the time to justify your inclusion on the mission. We're gonna have you shoot one tile up. Nope, we can't because you'll miss. Fantastic. This is why I hate you, J. Robert Oppenheimer. This right here, this is why I hate you. We sort of need that to hit exactly where it's aimed, and that's the one place it's not gonna hit. Still some respectable, if not quality damage. It's okay. Did we lift the suppression on Napoleon? Because we lifted the suppression on Napoleon, that's nothing short of huge. Oh, we did. Ooh, this is very good. All right, we gotta run this Overwatch. All right, Ava, we need this Overwatch gone. That's definitely a you job. Oh, there you go. The Sectoid Commander getting first crack with a very long-range pistol blast. That's some very odd pathing, Ava. I'm confused and intrigued by your choice there. What can we mind control? Nothing. Bad. Terrible. Awful. Not good. Yeah, let's not even really worry about mind controlling anything, because it's just not gonna work. So, Napoleon, you're up here. Go drop a grenade on these guys and get me some absolutely catastrophic damage on this whole fucking department of fellas. I mean, I want the whole team here taking just stupefyingly ludicrous damage. This is gonna get like 4 kills. Ooh, indeed, Napoleon. Yes, that's how it's done, J. Robert. You see that right there? That's 35 aggregate damage. Way better than your fucking shitty rocket did, I'd like to point out. Makes your rocket just look as pathetic as it actually is. So, let's drive 2 into this man's face. Oh, that's right, Pilgrim. You don't mess with the Duke and expect to walk away. That big 308 rifle of Winchester of mine. I'll win your Chester. That's what he said, by the way, to, I want to say Faye Dunaway, but that's not right. Angie, what was her name? Angie Dickens. That's what he said to Angie Dickens in Rio Bravo, of course, the I'll win your chest, feathers. We're probably going to take some damage from this explosion. I'm okay with that. Or did we not? Maybe it only hurts robots? What's going on here? Okay, so some delayed reaction syndrome there from Catherine the Great. Not really a problem. Ava Prone, we're just going to have you go ahead and holo target this. You know what? No. I was going to say we're going to have you holo target this guy. Let's not do that. Instead, let's do this. Let's just make his cover disappear. Little psychokinetic strike has left him in the open. Catherine the Great then can even get a poke at him. This will be a shredder shot. Nicely done. 6 damage and a shred for Kathy. I think we'll just bring Churchill up here and finish him off. Winston, if you would be so kind, sir. A nice little hit and run. We can't get him in one. You've got a backup shot, which you didn't even need. 18 damage critical. Holy shit, that's a lot of damage. Let's have you reload, and I really want everyone else to find some manner of cover, because apparently there's still an alien somewhere on this map, and I don't know what or where it is. So, Marie Antoinette, let's have you... Let's just get some reloads off here. If this bus explodes, I'm going to be supremely upset. Okay, good. There's a meld canister on top of that bus. So what have we not found? Where is there a potential alien? Is it a seeker? It's got to be a seeker, right? Motion tracker says so far all clear. Well, let's just run the whole gamut. All right, so yeah, it's definitely a seeker then, which means it's probably making a move on the Duke. Let's just test this theory. This is a very easy theory to sort of give a quick check to. Our hypothesis here is pretty easily checked out. We formulated a hypothesis. Now it's time for the testing phase of this. Experiment and test. Here's our experiment. One battle scanner, please. Did we reveal an enemy? We did. It is where? Right exactly where I expected it to be, directly beneath the Duke. John Wayne, drop a train on this motherfucker, and this mission is probably over. John Wayne did in fact drop a train on him, and that was in fact the end of the mission. So Operation Driving Star, John Wayne the Star, driving bullets right through our enemy's head. Brilliantly done. And Edmonton, Canada is safe, eh? Hockey pucks for everyone. It's the future of hockey is secure, thanks to the efforts of XCOM. Real glad you boys showed up there, eh? I always promise to never do the Canadian impression again, and then I always do it again anyway. I mean, I'm going to promise not to do it again, but you know I'm an inveterate liar at this point. You don't trust me. I can't be trusted. I'm going to do it again. It's going to happen. Just be prepared for it.
Outstanding. Not only did our troops return safely, but the meld they recovered will certainly advance our development of new technologies based on this substance.
Yeah, I'm actually sort of pleased with the way that one turned out, Dr. Shen. I'm amazed that you remembered. The 14 Illyrium is definitely not as much as I would have liked, but at this point, there is no amount of Illyrium that I can get on a mission that's going to satisfy me. If it's not like 400, I'm gonna be salty every time. 120 credits, panic in Canada has decreased. Not that Canada had a panic issue, they really didn't. It's sort of the one North American province that isn't in any kind of trouble. The cool, level-headed people of Canada are like, oh geez, these aliens, yeah, they're real kind of irritating, but those old XCOM boys, they give them the what for right away. It's usually not really much of a deal. They have a little problem and the XCOM shows up and then everything's just back to normal. See, I said I wasn't gonna do it again and I'm scum. I'm absolute irredeemable scum. That's it. And you know what? I'm going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see me be inveterate scum on a regular basis, you might consider subscribing as well. I post new episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.